Brian, you guys, good to get another one in the win column. I mean, what's kind of been the attitude in practice this week after getting your first SEC win?
Man, just thanking God first off. You know, we celebrated Saturday, Sunday, looked over the tape. So just a new week now, just looking forward. We 1-0 this week. We 0-1 this. I mean, we 0-0 this week. We don't even know yet. So just like Coach Moorhead said, we just take 1 week at a time.
It seems like as a team, tackling was better last week, but you guys had a couple of big misses. When you go back and look at the film, was there any consistency with any of that? What did you kind of see?
I mean, we always gonna have our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's football. They good just like us. You know what I'm saying? They just as good. They're D1 players. They put their pads on just like we do. So we just gotta execute more. That's all it is. Everybody misses tackles. You know what I'm saying?
How'd y'all, looking at the film, how'd y'all grade out from Saturday?
I mean, just like Coach Shoop says, it was a good team win. I don't know what the grade is for real, but I just know it was a good, solid. Obviously, there was mistakes. There's always room for improvement, things we got to get better at, but it's just a good team win.
What have y'all seen from Auburn just in the first couple of days of looking at film and all?
They're a good team. You know what I'm saying? They lead the SEC or whatever in rushing right now, whatever they lead, but I just know it's going to be a good, hard-fought game. I just know they're a solid team. They don't make – the margin of error is real little.
Back to the tackling aspect of it, you and Capri and CJ all have had a pretty good year so far. The numbers are pretty good in your favor. What does that say to have so many safeties so high on the tackle chart?
That we coming up. We doing our job. We're handling our business as far as the back end. You know, with the safeties, we back up the linebackers. So whatever gets past them guys, the corners, whatever, we have to get down.
You correct me if I'm wrong, but this is coming up on. This was the first game you missed a year ago, isn't it?
Yep.
So just having to be.
No, actually, this game Auburn. This would be
this
would be the game this is Florida last year.
Okay.
Yep.
So I mean, just for you being a year back now, there's something extra on this game for you?
No, I mean, I just thank God that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? That I get an opportunity to play in this game. I feel like once the game is over and that I'm healthy, then I'll be like, okay, I got past my mark where I left off last year. So I'm just thankful to be back, you know what I'm saying, in position to be able to play. But I just know I'm treating it like every other game. I'm just trying to execute, do my job, and whenever the play comes my way, I have to make that play.
Joe was talking about going into a hostile environment. I mean, it's going to be a night kickoff, probably packed house.
Oh, yeah.
How do you explain to some of the younger guys what that environment's like, or how have you all kind of simulated it in practice?
No, you can't simulate that in practice. I mean, especially for the young guys, because I remember doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a feeling that you can't explain. Like when the nerves, feels like the ground is shaking. It's just something that you just got to dial in and get used to. But the only thing about away games for the defense is it's quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to be loud for the offense while the offense is on the field. So for the defense, it's much easier. But for the offense, that's when the loud comes in and the noise and all that kind of tries to interrupt what we got going.
What was the first really big away stadium that you played in?
Like ever, like in my career?
Or say college? Was it big time?
College was, I'll say my freshman year when I was at Michigan. I played in Utah, first game of the season.
Yep.
And I caught a little scream, but the ground was shaking. Like I was just real nervous out there. Yeah. It was pretty loud.
Speaking of road games, you had a big play last year on the road at Kentucky, and big momentum shift there. You make the big interception. It got awfully quiet in that stadium then. What's that moment like when you make a play like that where everybody just kind of gets quiet?
Man, like a feeling you just can't explain. Like I just thank God that my head snapped around, that I played it so well that to just look around and finally make a play for the team. So it just feels good. Like I really, I swear to you, I can't explain it. It's just a feeling that it's just unexplainable.
How important is being disciplined and being fundamental this week with a quarterback who can run like Bo Nix?
Oh, because he looks to throw really. So it's just real important. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay in our drops, stay connected to our man on scrambles, because he's not really looking to run. I don't think. I feel like he's looking to pass more than run. So we just got to do our job. Just stay disciplined, and let the guys that are tackling tackle, and the guys that are in coverage cover.
And they're a little bit different of a spread to me, like a spread you out and kind of run the ball. Does that change your assignments at all?
Nope, not really, because like I just said, we got guys that's handling the run and we got guys that's handling the pass game. So if we execute and do our job, we should be okay.
Prepping for a guy who's a freshman quarterback, does that change anything at all? I mean, is it maybe a little bit more? You don't necessarily know his tendencies as well or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say tendencies, but I just know as far as being a freshman and being your first year in college that things can be difficult at times, but he's been handling everything well, so we just got to treat it like it's another game, like he's a vet, and put pressure on him when we can, cover when we have to cover, and hurry him up when we have to.